Just a friendly reminder that the opinions expressed on this show are not worth a Canadian penny, so disregard anything you hear that might get anyone in trouble. And despite some of the great ideas you may hear, don't try them at home. Go to a friend's house instead.
It's time to get a gun. That's what I've been thinking. Well, I could afford one. And if I did just a little less drinking, time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.
Welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 626. Recording live on October 8th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Adriel.
I am another one of your hosts, Dustin.
I am late because of city traffic. Much prefer the prairies. Cowtown Tony.
Not as much traffic in Saskatchewan.
There's no traffic in Saskatchewan.
Oh, that was something I forgot to bring up last week. I was driving to work from the hotel, and it's just like this farm field, like it's right next to the city limit. There's just Canada goose in the morning hanging out in the field. It was like,
It's that time.
that would be easy to hunt. You know, just get a
Just
blind,
right out the
sit in
window.
there.
Chuck them in the back.
Uh,
It's even easier at the park.
Oh, God.
Wow,
They don't
couldn't shoot in the
want
city
you to
limit.
know, but the ducks are free.
Oh, they get real expensive real fast, though. Those fines, they add up, especially when they start confiscating the vehicle that you're transporting them in. And
Oh, I guess, but
Yep.
You're talking about park ducks?
Oh, no,
No,
I'm just
this-
talking about the,
Field ducks.
Poaching in
the
general,
consequences for poaching are
Yes. Yes. those are-
extensive.
you gotta practice your dual load, I guess, because your mag tube will only hold two. And
It's funny.
Drum mag. Tony, drum mag. If you're gonna be shooting out your car while you're going after ducks, you're gonna run a drum mag.
Yeah.
Lead.
Yeah,
break all the
you know what?
rules.
Let's
I'm
like
saying,
let's
as a
go-
farmer in Saskatchewan, legal means of do they have to? I didn't find any information saying they have to be flying. Do they have to be flying?
You're not supposed to water swat them. That's what they call it when shooting them on the water. You're supposed to let them up into the air.
they're a lot more fun to shoot while they're on the way, like flying.
If I'm not a sportsman, does it matter? I'm the apex predator. They decided to sit there.
Tony, this should have been covered in your hunter's ed.
Yes.
Yes, it said it was an Essex problem. I don't have Essex. I came from China.
Okay, why don't you start us off with what you did in guns, Mr. No Ethics Chinese guy?
I posted some images on Discord. It was a busy work weekend at the range. I never thought that I would actually fill out my gun rack, but I guess that did happen. Quite a few sightings, so I'll start with the dumbest ones. Need to hunt birds. Don't have a mag plug for the Nova Speed. What do? So I bring out my first shotgun. SXP, Defender.
No, you just get a pencil. You just put a pencil in
Yeah,
there.
and like literally a dowel.
It doesn't need to be permanent for waterfowl. It can be temporary.
It would have been, well, I thought it's only for waterfowl, but it looks like any game bird you would need a plug.
Okay, well, yeah, plug it.
Anyway, well, I'm not going to swing my 20-some inch Nova Speed around trying to hunt birds. So brought the SXP so I can knock it. The Nova Speed does not support sling swivels.
But Tony, most people who hunt waterfowl are going to use like a 28-inch barrel.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm going to be contrarian. I'm going to use an 18.5-inch barrel. At least I have
8.5-inch home defense gun.
At least I have interchangeable chokes.
Fair.
I have a mod choke, so I'm all set. I have a capacity of 2, and I was sighting in. I was like, okay, I'm going to load it to 5 to check for function. Load 2 is like, oh, right. Yeah, I put the plug in. Anyway, I have this rail on it. It's like, I was always like back and forth. Yes, rail, no rail. Yes, rail, no rail. I'm not using this gun for competition anymore. I might as well throw the dot on it. And I found it pleasantly surprised that my shot shell 0 and my slug 0 is actually close enough. So in case I need to shoot a bear with this or a deer with it, with slugs, I can. So that's one. Since I have to steal the red dot off of my 822, now I have to put a different red dot on this. This one's the Defender ST. That one's the CCW. So that one is a little bit less premium, let's say. Let's make sure the auto on is working. Yes, the auto on, it's very bright. But in fact, the auto on is working. So that's good. So now I have my 22 race gun back. Test fire this guy. Maybe I'll do a main topic on it one day. I bet Discord community member and listener Top G Norse will be interested in this.
Which gun is that for our audio listeners?
It is the LPC built. The 450 Bushmaster was the unfortunately very stupid long barrel. Stupid long as an 18-inch, and the AR receivers are generally pretty short in comparison to hunting rifles. So I still find it to be compact-ish. It's also much lighter weight than my 308. And the side benefit is for anyone who is into car cannons, it's one of the only mil SERP rifle from that era that had side sling swivels instead of the traditional like bottom sling swivels. So they carry flat on your back, which is what I prefer. That it seems that I prefer anyway, and they carry much better if you're kind of in front of you.
I like those for that reason as well.
The original plan was to use the Vortex Spitfire 3X on here, but the screws are kind of hanging out, so I was thinking if I'm doing quote-unquote rapid fires, I'll probably be smacking my hand on it because this is a manually actuated modern sporter, so to speak. I didn't blow up. I'm still here, so that's good. I did shoot both hand loads, subsonic-ish 45, double charge of 45 ACP of tight group. Let's put it that way. And if you see my pictures on Discord, you would notice there's still a ton of blow-by where the powder isn't burning too clean and it doesn't have the pressure to expand the case to the chamber walls, and it's having soot going back into the action. Not a huge problem since this is a manually actuated gun, and it is actually really pleasant to shoot that load. It, in some ways, feels better than even the K9, just because it's a lock breech gun, and you don't have a lot of powder and crap flying back into your face.
Have you done any calculations on what kind of muzzle energy you're making with that thing?
I did not, but Federal should have it, so maybe I'll have it in a second.
Okay.
But, yep, my shots the factory, well, actually I have the box here. The factory Federal 450 Bushmaster 300 grain power shots. Oh yeah, the energy is right here at the muzzle, 2,400 foot-pounds of energy.
Ah, decent.
Decent. Well, it loses a lot though. You only have 1,600 left at 100 yards. So
that gun's a 100-yard gun.
Yeah, that's a 100-yard gun. I zeroed it for red dot at 25. So very, very close stuff. In case I see a wolf and it decide to eat me,
what's the 25 give you? Like if you're zeroed for 25, what's your long zero?
It's about dead on at 50 still. So I don't know. It's probably
Close range.
Yeah. It's if listener Thomas tried to drag me through the forest again, I will carry this.
You're gonna have to go through the forest again.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Again, now I'm starting to see why Adriel want to add a spring to this. It really doesn't have a lot of tension on the bolt. So unlike a shotgun, it's not locked. For the LPC, it's not locked in the forward position. So you'll see the bolt kind of hanging out like this. If you have the magazine in with a round on it, you'll have a little bit of friction there. It helps. But I still got one or two light strikes just because it wasn't fully in battery when I'm shouldering and firing it. The recoil on the full 450 Bushmaster loads are strong, but not too bad. I don't know if that's a contributing factor from like the modern sporter inline recoil, or is it the mag pull furniture? But it's really not bad. I won't say it's any worse than, for example, my 308 really. And the reversed gas block on the barrel works pretty well. It doesn't leak gas at my hand or anything, so that's all good. And yeah, shoots pretty good. I don't know why. It could be a problem with Starline brass, so I might have to buy something else. The federal factory loadings are using Starline brass as well, but they're pretty hard to chamber. So that's one of the major drawback of this gun, where you have to like really push on it and force it into battery in that sense.
Mine's the same. You just got to really firmly push forward on it.
I don't know if
Mine's
the
300 blackout.
Right. I don't know if like the straight wallness of the 450 and how much contact area I have against the chamber wall would like make it worse or better. Like if you're running the bolt dry, it's not impacting the lugs or anything. So I just found that a little interesting. And if you really have in the States a proper AR, is the spring going to have enough power to return it that way? For some reason, I'm thinking I'll be jamming on the 4 assist every time, but we'll see how this performs if I get to shoot anything with it this year.
You're primarily going to bring your 308 though, right? Your 308 is going to be what you really want to shoot stuff with.
Well, if I'm sitting still, that's the problem with this gun. It's way too heavy.
We'll make it lighter.
What's the weight on it?
Almost 10 pounds, I want to say. Yeah, it's magnificent.
Like I'll weigh my hunting rifle. I don't know if it's going to be much further off.
I don't
Like,
remember
you're
your
talking with
243
scope and everything, right?
With scope and everything, fully loaded. This is the problem child that I've talked about on the show. The 308 Savage Impulse Predator was the AICS magazine capabilities. Medium contour barrel, 20-inch shorter barrel. I elected to put not as dumb of a scope on it this time around. It's still pretty dumb. It's the Vortex. This episode sounds like a Vortex ad. I'm sorry, but join the Vortex Nation. I don't know. This is the Diamondback Tactical 6-24 first focal point in MRAD. This was the scope I had back in my very short stint of rimfire PRS days, where I wish now that I have bought the 4-16.
Yeah, that scope is going to be like a good chunk of your weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just because now I have a 60 times scope, so I don't need the high end because I have something even bigger. So like the function kind of overlaps a little bit. I could put my 3-9 on here, but maybe I just wouldn't mess with it this time around. 6 is small enough for my eyes that I can shoot really, really close with it, so it's not a huge concern. I am slightly concerned about my personal accuracy, not the gun's accuracy. I have some targets to show. So these are some of the shots. These are 50s because BTSA and you'll be shooting into the sun if you're trying to shoot 100 in afternoon.
Looks like what, half an inch? An inch?
Well,
that center one's an inch.
The center one is about 5 shot group, so slightly under an inch. So that'll be 2 MOA. That's really not too bad. These two are pretty good. So these 3, the bottom 3 are a group, but I know I pulled the last shot, so that really doesn't count. So that's really decent.
Well, you don't want to worry about that little guy.
I did try to hit our steel targets at 100. That worked, but I couldn't, for some reason, hit the steel target at 200. So it feels like there's some 308 loading happening soon enough before hunt camp that I can maybe troubleshoot it a little bit. But
what size is the plated? at 200?
I don't even know. Pretty decently small. 8'6", 6'8", something like that. It's a
You
sporty
should be
plate.
able to hit that. You
Yeah, I should be able to
at
hit
200.
that. And
Yeah.
that's on a bipod. So, yeah, need some work. Magpul bipod. I don't think I really need it in the field. We'll see about that. Magpul, rifleman sling, and
The sling is nice. to
yeah,
have.
sling is nice to have. Always you're gonna carry it somehow. I did not splurge to buy a 5-round magazine for this gun because this particular stock, I might need to like give it a 5 or something. It won't accept a polymer AICS magazine. It's interfering slightly. So the 5-round AICS magazines are freaking $80 each. So I haven't splurged on one.
What's the one that you have? You have like a 10 round or
I
what?
have a 10 round. The factory is a 10 round.
Whatever. Just use
Which is
that.
fine. It's just going to stick out a little bit more. But
And you don't need to bring any extra ammo. Just run the 10 round. That's all you need for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
what? Just have your ammo on the side. Why do you have to jam them all
Why do
into
you
the
need
magazine?
ammo on the side? You've got 10 rounds in the box.
I
You're,
have to
you're
jam
good.
the whole thing in. You're making the
9
whole
more
thing
rounds than you
heavier.
need.
Yes, that's why if I load 5, there will still be 4 more than I need.
I don't
See?
know. More ammo, more better, my friend.
What?
I agree.
Yeah.
I would just run the 10 rounder and don't even worry about it. Just load it at home, bring it out, and all you need to do is just run that thing.
Oh, you will see me show up with multiple guns because I can. I don't know. Or whatever. Different guns for different situations. I might even bring the PAR up because I could. Yeah, that's about it for my work weekend. But also, there's a few more things to mention happening on Discord. I did find some, well, BTSA, most of the bays are like action bays. Even the 50 meter is still an action bay. So there's no determined firing line. You'll see shiny pieces of long objects on the ground. And as the brass rat I am, I found some long rimmed brass looking things on the ground. And I found myself some 303 Brits. But that's not the most important part. The most important part was, if you see on the Discord picture, the primers are slightly proud. And when you're picking up range brass, you want to be really careful that it's not some reloaders' discards because they've surpassed, for example, their brass life. I forgot if I showed this previously, but I think I did. Lee has recently came out with the primer pocket gauges that's available. They were available as a tool on the market by, I think, L.U. Wilson or some boutique gauges brand. But in Canada, they're just not as available and they're pretty expensive. So these are really nice. It's like sub $10. You get your large and small primer gauges. Oh, here it is. One side is to measure if you have the military crimp on it, and the other side is if your primer pocket is too loose. And all of those brass, despite having slightly protruding primers, still have actually really tight primer pockets. So we'll see. I should be able to reuse those. Those are Remington brass. But yeah, if you are I would say these are necessities. If you are a reloader at all, I will highly suggest picking these up. They're available in Canada through at least Rusty Wood, which is the Western Canada lead distributor. And I bet there are going to be more stores that's having them pretty soon.
Cool.
All right, Dustin.
I just go if like the primer falls out, it's too loose.
Oh,
So I put it in and like, ooh, I didn't feel any
This
resistance
is-
putting that in.
this is the thing I really like about a channel I keep mentioning about the School of American Rifle. If you go to their website, it'll say, how do you use your AR? One side is measure it, which is the correct answer. The other side is just run it. And I see Adriel is definitely in the run it category, and I'll definitely be measure it. But
Fair.
it's just engineering brain at work, I guess.
Sometimes you just got to send it, man.
I don't want to blow up. This is a high risk
Fair. No, I mean,
occupation, high risk hobby, let's say.
that's fair. That's fair. I can understand that sentiment. I'm pretty careful about what I run. So what I did, I actually did made an actual range visit on the weekend.
Cool.
It was nice to shoot some guns, which was good. So mostly just doing some handgun fundamental stuff. I am rusty. It is wild how quickly that particular skill is like becomes perishable. But by the end of the time, there I tightened everything up, which was good. I need to go back. I need to like go shoot more frequently. But that was fun. Turned some money into some noise and got a little bit of practice in. I did some 9mm reloading after that because I'm slowly depleting my resources. But still, I'm a couple hours down in the shop, just kind of sitting there by the press, listening to podcasts and rolling some 9mm it's pretty mentally relaxing, if I can be honest. I made a shotgun reload drills video for a buddy of mine down on the other side of the border. They posted a video on Facebook. It was completely unsolicited, by the way, but they had posted a video on Facebook of them at an indoor range blasting away with their Mossberg Maverick. And they were like, boom, and then like bracket, and then turn the gun around, and then like take a round out of the box that was sitting on the bench, load it, pump it, shoot it, and then repeat. And I was like, okay, I get it. You're doing like a little bit of like practice reloading, but I was like, if you're gonna practice with that thing, get it up on your shoulder. So I made them an unsolicited video doing that and sent them some unsolicited links for some decent shot shell cards. Yeah, for the side of the gun. I was like, it was unsolicited, but like based on their comments within their video. And it's a friend of mine. Like they know me pretty well. So it's like, yeah, just based on this, if that's your, kind of home self-defense gun of choice, let me just send you some real basic upgrades that you can do and some real basic practice that you can do that's a little bit more practical for just keeping the gun topped up from the side of it versus like setting it down, turning it over and loading it, because it's not ideal. So I did that.
And Dustin, like that's the right move, because you should always practice that. And anytime you're reloading the gun, like if you watch 3-gunners, they don't like the good ones won't load from the box. They'll load from the belt and then reload the belt afterwards, just to get another rep in there.
Yeah. And that was where my logic was like, okay, well, I mean, practice the way that you want your actual muscle memory skills to be, because it's an entirely different like manual of arms to have the gun flipped upside down and down here and like putting rounds in than if you're in a situation where you have maybe let off a few rounds and maybe you want to top the gun up. You might want the gun up while you're doing that. So yeah. They actually appreciated the video, which was nice. So did that. I sorted out some stuff for my show that's coming up soon. I think I start on it next month. We'll see. I don't think we start filming until next year, so I'm not really sure where my actual start date is yet. I don't have a contract, so I have an email from the parent company, which is fun. And I bought a new gun, a new handgun. In fact, let me debut it for you. I didn't.
Whoa!
I know, right? I didn't know that you could still buy cap guns. But yeah, our roommates came back from the dollar store. They were decorating the house for Halloween, and they came back with some cap guns, and I'm like, "Oh, you can still get these? Amazing!" So
they have the little discs of like things on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a bunch of them. I actually they had this, and they had like a little like snub nose revolver. I bought one of each of those. But my partner is like, "Oh, I used to have that exact gun, but it was like I'd painted it gold." And I was like, "Do you want a gold cap gun?"
Wait. Dustin, just let me get it correctly. You have a restricted firearm right now that's loaded in a place that's not legally able to discharge. Technically
speaking, this is not a firearm. So
it's a replica, so it's prohib. Got it.
Well, no. By Canadian definition of a replica, the firearm in question must be replicated with precision or near precision, and I challenge you to tell me what gun this is replicating with near precision.
Browning high power.
I know it's a
Yes.
Browning high power, but it's like dimensionally not the same. Look at it in my hand.
No,
it's
that's
like
a little bit
it's a
small.
Browning high power micro.
It's a Browning low power. Got
Yeah,
it.
Browning. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I couldn't not. And then when he had mentioned that, so I have to go buy a couple of more. And I'm really tempted to make a little gun case for him. So I might turn this into a big stupid project for myself because I don't already have not nearly enough time in my world. But yeah, so I thought that was entertaining. I was like, oh, this is the first handgun I've bought in 4 years. Anyway, so that's
Depressing.
yeah, I don't know. Things are always darkest before the dawn, and stuff's pretty dark right now. So.
We keep saying that though. I saw that's supposed to add I saw them supposed to have my 1911 in hand by now.
Yeah,
You could get a borrowing
Anyway.
permit, Tony.
It's true. I've offered
true.
to send you guns so many times, so you don't get to complain anymore.
But it's not mine.
Well,
Well, according to the
Different
government,
stuff.
they're not mine either. They're just
The government's.
supervising
Buyback,
them until the
yes.
government decides they want them. So yeah. But anyway, what'd you do, Adriel?
a couple things. Went to that team match that I was mentioning.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, went to the team match. It was a good time.
How'd you do?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Modest.
Well, it was really funny because I was just looking for anyone to go, and then the guy who ended up saying like, yeah, I need a partner was like, we're the two best shooters at that match.
Dominated the competition by
Yeah.
like 33%.
Crushed it.
We're both good shooters. He's pretty
Yeah.
serious. He does a lot of shooting in the States. Kyle's mentioned him a couple times on the air, and yeah, we did pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, we got first in. We were shooting Rimfire Unlimited, which that's a division unto itself. I wouldn't consider us competing with. Like there was actually a Rimfire Limited team that did pretty good. They came in like second overall, if you wanted to say overall, and they had like much more limited magazines on them. But it was fun. It was a ton of fun. I like shooting Rimfire Unlimited. I like that division. It's fast. The ammo's cheap, and you just blaze with it. It's so good. Yeah, big mags and a Rimfire, like big old banana mags. As long as the gun runs, it's great. You're having a great time.
It's just that mentally I can't take the failure rate. It's too much.
Tony,
too
I
much.
didn't have a failure on my Rimfire rifle for the whole match.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
failure came from the other guns.
I don't know that I had failure from the other guns either. With my slugs, my semi-auto shotgun did choke a bit on one of the slugs. But no, the rifle ran great. I did get a failure on stage one. I was telling my partner, I'm like, yeah, I 3D printed these ELS forks. He's like, how are they doing the cold? I'm like, I hadn't had them that cold. It was a little bit cold that day, and
Oh yeah.
I was reaching down, like, this isn't supposed to be in my hand. Not only did it break the this side of the fork, it also broke the receiver side of the fork as well on my belt, which didn't really matter. I've got extras on extras of everything.
These are
right?
PETGs though, are they not?
Yeah, that was PETG. Yeah.
That's
Maybe I
kinda
need
crazy.
to print those from ASA or something like that. These
Always
are different,
bring
different kinds of
extras though,
plastic.
because
Yeah.
you have 3D prints, right?
I did.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I haven't had it like the test I did for those is I literally put these on and I rolled over top of them, like, doing like belly rolls kind of a thing on the ground, and nothing broke. So they must just really not like the cold. So maybe ASA is in the future for those, but whatever. Or I'll just print a couple extra and just repair them.
Yeah.
Speaking of these, I think it's time for me to upgrade shell caddies.
Yeah.
These are the cheapest knockoff shell caddies you can buy. They're from AliExpress.
Yeah,
They're
look
okay. I do fine with them, but at the same time, I see Knox was out there and my partner's out there, and they've got shell caddies that are a little bit more expensive than mine.
Just a bit.
Sounds like I should buy them off of you.
Oh, maybe, yeah. If you want a set, I mean, they're fine. Don't hold me back. Well, they don't hold me back much. Like some of the time when I grab off of them, the quad load isn't quite in my hand how I'd like them to be. So I did end up running my chest rig most of the time. Anytime I needed to like get a lot of shells off, I just run the chest rig. This is the genuine. What do you even call it? They don't even make them anymore. Invictus tactical.
Right.
Set.
That was an old name by now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't hear about them anymore.
They don't exist anymore. But I ran that anytime I needed to do. There was a shotgun stage. Oh, this is part of the reason why we did so well. We're both pretty good on shotgun reloading. And there was a shotgun stage with 24, 26 shells minimum.
That's quite a bit. Especially on semis. That's a lot.
I love it. Yeah. And I think we made up some time on those stages, definitely.
I'll say.
The whole match was really interesting. Yeah, lots of interesting stages in it. Some stuff that was the same as previous years, some stuff that was different than previous years. Yeah, good group of guys. Altogether a great time. Yeah. I was so I had my shadow out there because I'm going to run my favorite handgun, right?
Be careful what you say now.
Hey,
we'll cover that later.
Still. Oh yeah, I'm still going to run it. I was making clear, right? So I'm like, yeah, see. And then when I did that, something came off the front. I'm like,
huh?
What was that? And I'm like,
piece of carbon?
No, I think it was a piece of carbon because I looked over it and I got paranoid. Something came off of this thing. I saw it come off of there. I go take it to a safe table, disassemble it. I'm like, there's nothing missing from this gun. There's still nothing missing. Sorry to be so anticlimactic, but
is there a chunk of your barrel bushing that's missing or something?
No, the barrel bushing's just kind of pressed in there, so not really much to see there. I think it was just a chunk of carbon or lead or jacket or something that came off there. So just while you guys were saying what you did in guns, I gave it a clean because I don't think I've cleaned it in this year.
Oh, what a gun user! Jeez,
maybe last year.
Do you just hate cleaning your guns?
No, I actually really like cleaning my guns, but I don't like cleaning my guns that are like working guns that like,
right.
This is a working gun. I got to shoot it for matches. I don't want to like misplace something or scrub it too much when I don't need to. And realistically, you don't really need to. You don't need to.
Sounds like it's just because the CZ75 design is too complicated.
Okay, we'll shit talk CZ in a bit here.
Yep.
But shotgun ran good. The rifle, I actually had some accuracy issues. Now we were shooting at 200 with it, and I knew going in I was going to spam it. I was going to spam every long range target, and I did, and it was so much fun. But my hits were like not making any sense. I was bracketing it, so I just got determined. Like I got a big mag.
Yeah,
long range. I'm not going to aim. I got a red dot on this thing. I'm going to put it on the target, and I'm going to hammer the crap out of that trigger. I'm going to send 5 or 6 rounds for every target. Next one. And like there was a hit in there somewhere. That's the way to shoot long range.
At 200, you got to be holding up quite a bit, though.
Yeah, bracket it. Just send the lead down range. Something will hit. Don't worry about it. That's the way to shoot long range with a rimfire, in my opinion. It's so much fun. Aiming? Nah. Just hammer.
Aiming's for the birds. Just
yeah. That's like that, and then like the close in shooting with the rimfire, you can go as fast as you can hit that trigger. You're just hosing the targets up close. So much fun. Yeah,
I feel like now I'm first out of practice, second kind of slowing down in the action shooting development curve. That I'm back to where I'm starting to overconfirm on hits, which is not helping.
Yeah, well, that's where shooting a rimfire with a big banana mag is kind of nice. Confirm nothing, fire fast, go. Yeah, lots of fun. That was the match. Drove home and I was like, next thing I got to do, I got to sight in some hunting rifles. I got 3 hunting rifles, 1 for me and 2 for my 2 boys. And they've either gotten new scopes or new like reloads over this year, and they haven't been sighted in with it. So my 243, I have a 243 that I've had since my oldest was quite a bit younger. That's the gun he first used to go hunting. Again, working gun, right? I never clean it. But with that one, I switched it from, what did I have? Herders or just a basic cup and core bullet. They work great.
Yeah, some soft point.
Yep, they work great. But I went to a TSX bullet because
Really?
Why not go faster? Why not go faster?
Because it's expensive?
I got them on the second. Can you even call that secondhand? I got
secondary market. Secondary.
Yeah, secondary market at a screaming deal, like 30 cents a bullet, kind of a thing.
Oh wow, okay. Then might as well.
Might as well. Yeah, might as well. So I sighted in those TSX bullets. Those were going well. There's a 6.5 Creedmoor. I have a whole bunch of Seiko Gamehead 129 or 130 grain.
On the back in the day when the rebate was still going.
I bought those boxes at $10 a box.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got a lot of that stuff, and I just use it for hunting. So I got a lot of it. We're not going copper on those ones because those are actually a reasonable speed. So they're not going to like fragment all to hell just by hitting a deer close up. And then I had my oldest out. We're shooting his rifle, and he was making hits out to 500, which good for confidence. He knows now his drop and that kind of thing. He's not going to make a shot at 500, but to know that the rifle's capable of it is good for confidence, right? No one likes shooting at a close deer and missing and being like, is there something wrong with this rifle? Is it not sighted in? So I really like going and like doing a proper sight in beforehand. Good rest, good on paper, confirm it long distance on steel. I want it all. I want that to not be a factor when I'm hunting.
Hunting in not a farm situation, let's say. Would you shoot offhand with a sling or like?
Oh, close in?
Well, how close is close in though?
Well, standing, I'll do a shot out to 100. Beyond that, I'll take a knee. I'll drop to one knee.
Got it.
And on the one knee, I'm good to about 250. I would say I'm pretty confident out to. Longer than that, I'll want something just a little bit more steady. A fence post, a tree, prone, seated with my elbows on both knees. Those will all work.
I'm never that stable seated, but that's just me.
Well, you've done a maple seed, the open-legged position. That's like
I'm way more accurate doing single knee comparing to that. It's really weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then the other gun I took out was my 300 Win Mag, which just hasn't been sighted in at all with anything. So I've got a new scope on it and new bullets.
Nice.
And took it out to 500, and I'm like, I wonder if so Strelock with all the variables I put into it was like dead on at 500. I wonder if it's accurate at 800, and it was accurate at 800 as well. So I'm running 165 grain TSX bullets in this at stupid fast 3250, and that will do the trick. So that's what I'm going to run. And I did weigh this one, Tony. This one's using a lightweight scope, and it's a very lightweight gun, and the whole package is 9 pounds. So your gun at 10 pounds is not far off what
it's not as heavy as I thought then.
Not really. No.
Do you think this is the hunting rifle you will keep?
Well, that's a terrible question because I don't keep hunting rifles. I drop them on the floor, and I quite frequently sell and buy.
Yeah, that's what I said, because I think last year you shot something different too.
6.5 Creedmoor Savage Axis, probably. Yeah, I ran that one for a couple of years just because I got lazy, like setting up new hunting rifles, and I was doing other kind of reviews. But this year I had a little bit more time, so 300 Win Mag. It's nice and fast. I can make hits at long range, and if I need to do deer or elk or something like that, I could do that as well. The only thing I don't like about the rifle is the magazines.
That's like one of people's favorite options. It's very odd, but it's interesting.
It's because there's old timers who are like, you know what? I don't really want a magazine. I'm just going to top load it. Okay, you can top load it. That's fine. You can top load this gun. And then just rack them out, I guess, if you want to. Or if you're one of the new people, the new kids, they like to remove their magazines and load them. Well, you can do that too. But
I don't like that. But
I don't really either. I mean, I guess it's a very durable bottom. Like you could hit
It's
that
very
off your
flat
shoulder.
and it's
Mhm.
good carry profile, some people would say.
I
Like I
think
can
so. Yeah. You could pull your hand like right in.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I would want to shoot this gun like this. This would hurt.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, 300 Win Mag. No, thank you.
I want to know where my recoil limit is at, because I started my collection was one of the worst options, 18 and a half short barrel, well, medium combat style shotgun, and I shot a decent selection of slugs and buck through it.
Shotguns can have a lot of recoil, especially if you get like a single barrel, like really lightweight one. Boy, those you gotta get a lot of stank. Yeah,
SS211. It's a lot of fun.
if you were to shoot that one with 3-inch slugs, that one hurts. Anything actually out of that one hurts because the stock, like where they
It's so
chopped it off at the
short.
factory,
It's so
short,
compact.
and it's actually smaller. The butt pad is a lot smaller than it should be, so it's got less surface area on your shoulder, and it really digs in there. Yeah. This weekend, Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be at my parents' place. I might shoot a bear.
You might.
Cool.
Sounds like you should.
Maybe depends how I feel.
If you
Yeah.
find one, got a bear to shoot.
Wimag.
I will find one.
Fair.
I will find one. And that's why I wanted to have this stuff sighted in, just in case I wanted to go out there and maybe shoot a black bear.
Have a word with Smokey.
Have a word, and that word is recoil and copper coming at you. Yeah,
Well, only one shot. You don't need a second shot. You'll be all right.
hopefully.
You need more than
You'll be
one
fine.
shot. You're not a good hunter.
Yeah, well,
But the Ruger number 1 is getting bad.
the spot I'll be hunting is going to be covered in bears because it's like an oats field, right? There's gonna be oats on it,
yeah.
Ah.
Which
That
if you've ever seen, like, bear love oats, so they'll be all over that thing. And
Are you allowed to take more than one in that zone or no?
well, I mean, if I go with one of my kids and they have a tag, then we could take more than one. Or if my buddy comes out, we get another one. I don't know how many bear I want to process this weekend. One probably.
I don't like how human-like they look after you've skinned them. When
I
they're
haven't skinned
hanging
a
out-
person yet, so I'm not quite sure. Like maybe you have, and you've got.
I
more
haven't.
points.
Okay, I haven't skinned a person, but we have.
Ooh.
I have done shows where we have had skinned people, like skinned bodies on set. Like it's unsettling.
That would scar me, I think. Jesus.
Probably looks similar to bear. Yeah.
It looks alarmingly similar to a bear hanging up skinned. Yeah, it's
That doesn't bother me whatsoever.
Just quarter it right there. You won't see it ever again.
fair.
So maybe I'll do that. And then I've been getting the hunt camp text group going. So been mostly shit posting on there. That's primarily what I've been doing. But once we get closer to the time, I'll use it more for comms on like who's bringing what, because there's a couple things that, like, someone's got to bring a chainsaw. We don't need 4 chainsaws out there. That's silly.
Why do
Someone's
we need a
gotta bring-
chainsaw?
Cut up cup wood
Always
for
want a
fire out there.
Okay.
We had chainsaws out there last year.
I just don't remember.
Yeah, you weren't cutting wood.
That's fair. It's even at Rimfire Madness, I was not very good at cutting wood either. I'm not.
Yeah.
A good country
you can get into
boy.
other stuff. So, but like, same thing with like cooking stuff, right? If someone's going to bring like a big bag of rice, for example, okay, no one else bring rice. This guy's got the rice and that kind of thing. So, I find that stuff's really nice because it's very easy to overpack or underpack for this kind of thing. And as much as you can just eat instant noodles the whole time, it's nice to have just a little bit upgraded from there. Just a little
That'll be
bit.
Tony's pick. Yes.
Instant noodles.
Every
I do
day.
it a lot. Well, at this last match, I brought like MREs out just because, like, for lunch,
I
throw an MRE in the bag.
I keep MREs in my range bag. I like them for like a lunch on a match, or if you're like out at the range all day.
You got the flameless heaters in yours
Yeah,
for a cold day. Oh,
for
baby.
a cold day. They're really satisfying, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get them really, if the heaters don't work very good, well, now you got some cold slop, you got some like cat food that you're eating, but
Well, if it's not hot, you don't have to open it.
What?
you got to
Just cook it later.
Still got to eat something. Anyway, so yeah, all the text group. That's the idea. There is to make sure that we coordinate and make sure that we're all bringing the right kind of stuff out there.
Fingers crossed. If I last time I brought 0 gun, I brought 0 deer home. So if I brought 4 guns, maybe I'll bring something home. 4
guns. Please don't bring one. Bring your 308 or bring your 450.
Definitely not happening. It's going to be at least 2. I cited in both of them.
The 308 and a 22.
There you go. Now you're something practical and something fun. That's
4 guns for grouse and the 308s for deer.
Okay, so bring 3 guns then.
3 guns then. Yeah. 2 is 1, 1 is none.
Look, I am Mr. Over Prepare. Like I am famous for like bringing a soldering iron to the desert. Like I'm that guy. So
But I've got a lot of stuff that I overpack in my vehicle's already got like all that stuff because I've got it doesn't have a spare tire underneath. It's just got like a big hollow. So I've got gun tools, oil, rods for squib rods. So like proper sized ones that you can actually nail one out and you're not gonna destroy your cleaning rod, right? And that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll coordinate more as we get closer because I think it's going to be a big group. I think bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That's the thing about my Thero is I still don't trust it because it had light strike problems. That's what it is.
How many rounds do you need to shoot in order to trust it? 20 in a row?
I don't know.
Well, how many have you put through it?
20 in a row.
What about like your target there? Like, were you not getting?
No, last time this is the first time I shot it after a king bike from Savage, but Savage said they found nothing wrong. So I don't know if it's really a breaking issue or I'll probably shoot another 50 before we go hunting just to improve my confidence.
If it's a break-in problem, 50 more rounds through it, that's like,
it should be fine. Yeah, after 50.
And then you bring the other 10 rounds with you for the hunt.
In the mag. Mm-hmm.
In the mag. Yeah. Then you don't have to bother with the box. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bother with boxes. I have MCMK.
Oh, yeah.
MCM case cards. Yeah.
Don't need those either. Just load the mag.
Habits. You have to have a ritual.
Loaded mag.
So again, like the gun is not even the biggest thing in the whole thing. Like you got to pack all the things you need to eat, which is the big part.
I'm going to go this weekend. I'm going to bring 3 rounds of 300 Win Mag, and they're going to be in the mag. Not in the gun. They're going to be in the mag. That's it.
Oh,
wow.
I would never do that.
I need 1 of those, maybe 2, just to like humanely dispatch if I dick up the shot.
If I need 3 shots, sounds like I'm bringing 30. Yes.
Well, if you're hunting deer, like sometimes if you're hunting, you shoot one, you're like, wow, that was fun. Hey, can I get supplementals in this area? Yes, you can. Hey, how far is a gas station? 20 minutes. Oh, I wish I had more rounds because I'm having so much fun shooting all these deer.
You said there's a wolf in that region.
Hey, I shot a wolf. Yeah, now I'm a round short and I need, exactly.
See?
But 10 rounds is enough. I would say like not for all of our
There's no bag limit on
10
wolf.
Rounds. 10
if
rounds
there's a pack of 10, I'm taking them all out. I have a straight pull. It's very fast.
You're not shooting 10 wolves.
When 1 or 2 drop, I'm sure the rest will leave.
I'll pull Adriel. I'll try to nail 2 of them in 1 shot.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's a fun thing to do. Anyways, I've got some hunting. So I'm booked until mid-November. Mid-November was
nice.
Yeah.
Exact good time for prepping for Christmas.
More hunting?
Yeah, that's coming.
More hunting. Oh,
more hunting?
True.
More hunting.
More hunting.
Maybe more hunting. I don't know.
I don't
know.
Yeah, Dustin, what's your hunting plan?
Are you hunting this year, Dustin?
I want to. I don't know. I don't have anybody to go hunt with. I got to find someone.
You can't solo hunt.
I mean,
I can. Tyler in this?
We can, but it's...
Oh, Tyler will not come hunting with me.
Really? Okay.
He is... he's an indoor person.
It's far more enjoyable to hunt with at least one person. So that
if
if you shoot a deer, you've got someone to help you. all the things, cleanup, setup, camping.
Plus, like the area that I
even
used to
hunting a
hunt.
cutline.
Yeah, like the area I used to hunt, I don't have that anymore, right? My parents don't live on that island anymore. I miss it. I don't have like great hunting spots out here. I have a couple of friends that hunt out here. I really should bug them. Life's been kind of hectic. There's been a lot. It's just been a lot. So I really want to go. I might hit up a couple of my buddies. We'll see. I know I'm gonna go shoot some birds this year. I want to kill some geese. So that's got to happen while I still can.
Yeah, that's now, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's pretty much now.
Yeah. Well, if any listeners are in the Vancouver area and want to go deer hunting with Dustin,
give me a poke.
Send your application in to slamfightradio@gmail.com.
Do you have a place to hunt? Will you take me there?
One of my good hunting buddies was a listener of Slamfire Radio and just reached out to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Just like,
that's actually,
I want to hunt with someone I don't have anyone to hunt with. I'm like, okay, you got a spot? Yeah, I scouted some this and that. I'm like, let's go.
That's honestly how I became friends with Rod. I mean, not the hunting thing, but like that's how I made friends with Rod. Was just shooting him a message.
Yeah. We're all just people out there.
That's true.
Anyways, let's get into Tony, your section is so long. Yeah, chop that thing down.
Yeah, I know. I complain too much about my guns.
Maple seed. We're kind of running down on the year. We've got a couple more in Ontario and Nova Scotia and that kind of thing. October 18th and 19th will be in Stittsville. I think there's still tickets available for that. October 25th will be in, oh my goodness, Musquodobois.
I had issue with that one
in Nova Scotia. That's my best. I'm sticking to it. I don't know if it's French or not, but I'm going to pronounce it French.
Michaud?
And then Michaud, yeah. October 25th in the Orono Fishing Game Club. I'm just going to butcher all of them now. That's in Ontario. And then in BC, there'll be the Lone Butte. Sorry, I can't butcher that one because I already know it. That's October 26th.
Cool.
Go to mapleseadrappleman.com, I think.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
My October 18th pal has got one spot open, and I got a lot of people asking about it, so it's gonna sell out. October 25th is sold out. I've opened a new date for October 26th in Bonnyville. So if you're in the Bonnyville, Cold Lake, Lakeland area, northeastern Alberta, I'm setting up new dates out there because my uncle lives out there, and I know that people need PAL courses out there, and to drive 2.5 hours to Edmonton seems silly.
Yeah.
3-gun matches. SPFGA, we've got October 18th and November 1st. Chaz, November 8th. BTSA, is this updated, Tony?
Yep, this is new. So this weekend there is a doubleheader IPSC style. Does not include IPSC. Mini rifle and shotgun doubleheader. I believe it's mini rifle first and then shotgun later.
Knox was telling me about that.
Yeah, he will be the match director, so you'll be able to see Knox in person, alive at BTSA. And I believe there's going to be a season closer steel challenge weekend match on the weekend of the 18th. I forgot if it's the 18th or the 19th, but for both registration, go to Practice Score, and you will be able to find Buffalo Target Shooter Association on there near Calgary.
And since it's IPSC style, you don't need your black badge, right?
I believe that is correct.
I am going to be so sensitive to the word style for like the rest of my life.
Thank you, Uncle.
Over that.
They could just say it's an IPSC level 1 match, and for those, the black badge isn't required.
Yeah. I think it might be, but it's hard. It's a little bit harder to tell in Practice Score, because when you put in IPSC level 1, it could be IPSC level 1, IPSC level 1, or it could be like IPSC level 1 scoring. So it's put under there. It gets a little confusing.
Yeah, I could see that. It's getting to the news. One of you guys added this. I haven't seen this one before.
Lawsuit
accuses firearms group of using gun owners' personal data. Oh no, I did add this one in. I just forgot.
That wasn't me.
This is actually in the U.S., but it does affect Canadians because Canadians were in there. But basically, the NSSF has been accused of getting data from places they shouldn't have, and using that to try to get new members and that kind of thing.
Not cool.
Not the first time this has happened. I mean, what the NSSF has done this before, and the NFA has done this before as well. They got a list from the Conservative Party.
Yep.
And
oh, really? I did not know that.
They did.
We got letters.
Yes,
like,
we did.
Where'd you get my information? Oh, yeah. This lawsuit says that Cabela's provided the customer data.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oops.
356,000 customers.
It's quite a few.
Wow, I smell a class action.
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening
I'm
here.
gonna pay you back $1. $1.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
The
close to
lawyers
what
will make a bunch of money though.
close to what we'll get for the gun buyback. Great.
$1.
$2.
Yeah. This next one here that I've got is just a tweet from Tracy Wilson saying that the officers with the Cape Breton Police were never consulted on the decision to participate in that gun confiscation. And now the union's kind of cheesed and they're voting to vote the chief out. I think that's
non-confidence vote on their chief.
Non-confidence.
The chief, who is, I might add, the brother of a Liberal MP in that riding. And so it's real interesting that the police force that they managed to, convince to do that, the chief of that police force just happens to be family, and they're, receiving $100,000 to operate this program. So
keep it.
Yeah, I saw it the social class. They keep saying the power is supposed to be separate, and
they don't seem that separate. It just keeps happening. Yep. Nobody cares. Day ends in Y.
Day ends in Y. How about another day ends in Y article? Police in Australia seize guns from dozens of owners who hold views rejecting government authority. Now, the headline is understating things a little bit.
Bit.
Mostly they're seizing guns from people who are like the freemen of the land kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But they should have just said that.
Yeah.
Police seizing guns from people who are freemen of the land or sound like they're freemen of the land.
Sovereign citizens.
That's still kind of bad. That's still like, wait a minute. But why?
Here's the thing. It's all right. It's still bad. That's still bad. You're still seizing property from people who in Justin Trudeau's words, have unacceptable views according to the government. And that's not ever a great thing, honestly. Like the freemen on the land are crazy, but
the chopper, holy.
Well, if you actually look at the clause they use, it is something, a fit and proper person. The law only allows someone who meets the standard of a fit and proper person to hold a gun permit. So they're defining, if you believe to this fringe ideology, you're not a fit and proper person.
Sounds like discrimination.
Well, some of them maybe, but blanket, probably not. Probably not blanket. Like they're not even saying just freemen of the land. They're saying people who hold views rejecting government authority, which I think there's like really good cases to reject government authority depending on the situation. So that's a little bit too broad. And this is quite a bit. Revoking 44 gun licenses, seizing 135 firearms because you're not a fit and proper person. Sounds very British.
I mean,
considering my body weight, I don't think I'm that fit either.
Oh my God.
You'd have your gun seized, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know if my English speaking proper enough for the British. Maybe not.
They'd seize your guns just for that, Tony. They're real racist down there.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, anyways, mask off. We'll just seize your guns.
Yeah.
We don't like what you're talking about. We're just going to seize your guns.
It's Australia. There's no rights in Australia. You don't have any rights there.
People say this. Okay, people say the same thing about Britain, and they say the same thing about Canada.
Yeah, and I don't go to Britain. I don't go to Australia, and I'm getting out of this stupid country as fast as I can. Okay.
Well, the history ties together back to the British Empire. So
yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, not from this, but there's a lot of like what Britain's doing with social media and that kind of thing that is almost taking what the Americans did and just taking it way further. They're just saying like Not
You're
only can you-
watching this TikTok. That's illegal.
I mean, it's okay. Our government's just going to kick you off the internet if you have those unacceptable views.
That too. Go watch
and not even
Uncle's
from the
video.
police. The
No.
Minister of Industry can be like, Dustin, you're off.
I don't know if you again, not to take it on a tangent. We can talk about it another time. There's some scary powers that they're trying to give themselves, and I don't like it, not one bit. Yeah.
Sadly, that's one thing that the liberals and the conservatives kind of both engage in. Whether
It's true.
The liberals on the online harms bill or whatever, and there it's the conservatives' support of the porn bills and that kind of thing. It's all. I don't want the government anywhere near the internet.
Nope, they do not have any right to regulate that. Not at all.
It's funny. I remember before COVID times, the term net neutrality was still floating around, and that's really gone away. No one even talk about it anymore. It's just,
okay. The AI.
We're restarting those conversations.
I guess
No more net neutrality.
Yeah, no more net neutrality. Deep linking is coming up again as like something that you're not supposed to do. It's like, well, just because I linked to this thing. Like, imagine if this show linked to, was it Defense Distributed or something like that?
Yeah. Can't do
Might
that.
be problems for us, right? Anyways,
Yep.
I'm not going to talk about stuff that might get us banned, even just mentioning it.
Nope.
this show is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, they're covered. Thank you, Tony. Saved. CZ says they're not authorized to say if Colt Canada is destroying the firearms.
It's real interesting. I've found this real fascinating watching a question period, or you watch any kind of political speak in the U.S. or anywhere on the damn planet. When you get asked a real simple question, are you or any of your subsidiaries involved in seizing or destroying of private firearms? When you get asked a really simple yes or no question and the answer isn't yes or no, it's yes. It's always yes.
Isn't that just a politician answer?
Yes.
But they're not politicians, they're a private company.
Well,
They're
it's the PR answer.
It's the PR answer because while they don't care about the Canadian market, they care a lot about America.
Well, and there's a couple of things that are so one of the things that we discovered is that there's actually an NDA on this.
Yeah,
there's
I'm sure
probably a bi-directional NDA on this.
Yeah.
So both the government and CZ are prevented from saying that they're participating in this program. And that's probably, if I was in CZ's shoes, that's probably something that they asked for.
I would imagine.
We don't want this coming out. We want a bi-directional NDA on this thing. Neither one of us are going to say anything about this. But they were a little bit sloppy.
Yep.
And as Runkle and several others have been kind of showing a little bit more, because I think we knew this in March. I think we knew this in March. We knew this earlier, but now it's coming out, and now it's time to put the heat on them.
Yeah.
And it's Colt Canada. Colt Canada.
Yeah.
It's getting mailed to Colt Canada. They so CZ said it's not them. Colt Canada said it's not them. But this is a large conglomerate. They have multiple subsidiaries. It's probably a subsidiary that's actually doing the confiscation. Not technically Colt Canada, but it's a Colt Canada address that we're sending all the guns to.
100%. Some spooled up like numbered company that is another thing. Like that's what the actual registered company is. But no, we all know
that's what we're speculating.
No, it went to a Colt address. I am comfortable saying Colt Canada is involved in this, and they are a subsidiary of CZ. And CZ does not care about our ability or right to keep and use firearms. So
you know what? I don't even think. I think it's mostly a Colt Canada thing. So Colt Canada used to be Demaco. They're in bed with the government. They need the government to survive.
Yeah.
I bet this is like, we got to do this, otherwise the government's not going to use us for small arms procurement. We have to do it.
Who else are they going to go to though? That's my question.
Well, so here's the thing. That's it. I will almost guarantee you that it was a gun to head situation. You've got a business that is no longer in the civilian market, and the government has destroyed any hope of a civilian market for that business. And the government says, hey, it's a real nice business you got here with us. Sure would be a shame if we were to pull our contracts and go somewhere else, out of, spite.
Personally, I would
Maybe.
disagree because it's a
Isn't that our
nice
government?
military budget you have there. Too bad no one's going to build guns for you or service them for you. You don't want to send that contract to the USA, do you?
No,
We're in a trade war with them.
no, anybody build guns. They're ARs. They're building. They're like their M16s that they're building. Anybody can make those. Anyone can make those.
In Canada, though, they're going to set up shot that quickly.
Here's the thing. But what I'm saying is, like, I almost guarantee it was a threat, or some level of not threat but pressure that, or maybe
it could have just been financial, Dustin. It could have been like, hey, we're going to give you this contract. We'll give you $400 million.
Yeah, they're the only people that are big
all you got to
enough
do is
it.
top saw this stuff. We'll put a NDA on it. No one will ever know. In fact, just set up a sub company and get them to chop them. But you guys get all the profit from it.
Yeah. I like,
and that could be tempting enough to like a greedy business.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that, but I don't know
More
if
pressure.
the Canadian government have that much leverage on this matter. Like who?
Yes, they have all the leverage.
It's the implication. Yeah,
Like,
It's the maybe. I don't know. Like who else are they going to ask to build these guns?
exactly. That's why they have all of the leverage. That's
No. Who else are they going to ask to build these guns? Like you want to okay in a Canada company right now? I don't think it happens.
It's not like
not
they're
in
actively
a Canada company.
not a Canada company, but as our provincial and federal governments have shown, they're not afraid to go to China for everything. I have a Chinese AR. Why can't our military?
I don't think they would though, Dustin, because even for the P320, they're having SIG Canada make it as the C22.
No,
It's like,
I get it.
The C19 is a Canadian built Tika. That's unheard of.
It's one of the only companies big enough to be able to facilitate what they want. And yeah, so they're doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
anyways, yeah, I agree. Fuck them. So, listeners, apply some pressure to Colt Canada. I would say you could to CZ, but they're the parent company, and that, like, I don't know how separate Colt Canada is from CZ, whether like what kind of pressure that CZ could put on them. But apply pressure to Colt Canada.
I would almost
They're
say
a public traded
I would
company,
almost say the opposite. Apply pressure to CZ. Like, if they are an owned subsidiary, they do have some level of control, even if it's arm's reach. Colt Canada doesn't give like even a whiff of a damn about what the civilians in Canada think. Like,
Probably not.
Like, not at all.
Apply
They don't.
pressure to both?
Oh yeah,
Apply pressure.
certainly apply pressure to both.
Yeah.
And there's lots of good reasons to do so. But yeah, I would say the real hope that we have, and that's the whole reason there was an NDA. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, it was a year or two ago when there was that one company that was looking at being part of partially a vendor for this. They got destroyed, and it set the whole thing back like a year, at least a year, right?
Yeah.
That's why this has been kept so quiet. And that's why they're running scared, because they remembered. They're like, uh-oh. And yeah, honestly, listeners, look at me for a minute. Especially our American listeners. Enough pressure applied to CZ, especially in the land of freedom, and applied to all of their companies, not just CZ, but, CZ, Colt, CZ USA, Cellular and Bellet. That one's big. That's an ammo company. Maybe consider stop buying that ammunition. And all of a sudden,
Tell them why.
Yeah, tell them why. Send them messages en masse. Tell them, I am no longer buying this ammunition from you, and I will never buy another one of your guns because you clearly do not care about this thing that you stand up for here the second that it is convenient for you. And that's a reality. So
yeah, what we need to have happen is behind closed doors, some executive calls another executive and they're like, this thing you did is blowing up.
Yeah.
Stop. This is costing us too much money. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you got to stop. This is not meeting our corporate values. And you're losing us money.
So like that's the thing. And I can't remember. I've listened to a couple of different podcasts, a couple that had Runkle on them and somebody else, another one. I've been in the workshop all day. I've been listening to a whole bunch of this stuff, and the numbers, like, whether this is a $10 million contract or a $40 million contract, let's do $40 million worth of damage to CZ's business stateside. Let's do $60 million worth of damage to their business stateside.
It's got to be more because it's probably $200 to $400 million.
It could be. It's true. It could be. Yeah.
Got to be enough. You got to do a lot. Like that's
Let's do $1 billion worth of damage to them. I don't care. Like legitimately. Garbage.
Oh, the sound didn't pick it up. It was so unsatisfying. It was like a hang up, but you couldn't hear the hang up.
I will do it again because that is how I feel. For the listeners, I'm holding a garbage in front of the microphone, and I just dumped my CZ in there. Well, the one that the government was aware of and is planning on taking from me anyway, so it's kind of an empty gesture. But
Better than none. But
I was contemplating transferring this to my business and keeping it, and I'm really not contemplating that now.
here is your problem. You didn't. This is for past Dustin. You didn't paint it a very bright color, so it doesn't present that nicely on camera. So next time you would know. You gotta have colorful trash. Okay, black trash, no good.
That little gun was never supposed to be colorful, although it looks great in a unicorn paint job. But
Anywho,
No.
yeah, Colt's in there. CZ's in there.
oh yeah,
Email them.
send them messages. Let them know how you feel. Like
For our American listeners, especially because
please.
I can't imagine they actually care about the Canadian market that much.
Nope, we don't matter.
Well, Seller
it
Umbrella
matter.
still sells a little bit.
We
it doesn't matter.
market wise, we're like the size of Delaware or something. Like
Yeah, the
we
size is
really
not that.
don't matter market wise. But CZ is like the gun to shoot a competition with. Maybe that doesn't need to be the case anymore.
Well, yeah, in the States, you got to put pressure on. You're not putting pressure on by not shooting the gun you already purchased. You are putting pressure on by not purchasing said guns or ammo.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're still gonna buy parts from them though.
No,
This
go
is
buy a
the
different gun.
unfortunate-
I haven't.
No, I'm
bought
just
parts
saying in
years.
Canada, what are you gonna do?
I'm not. I'm done. I will not buy another CZ product. Fuck them. I mean that.
If you have a only pistol, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Like,
But
what do you
Dustin,
do?
Dustin doesn't. I've already got
Dustin
my spare parts.
doesn't. Yeah.
I have no Colt Canada parts. I don't have any Colt Canada like ARs or uppers or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't anyways because I'm a cheapskate.
I mean, I've got two Jerichos. They're just a clone of that gun anyway, so I consider them better.
Practically
They speak Hebrew.
copying a car at that point, right?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
You wouldn't download a car.
I would.
You'd buy a Jericho.
I by the way would download a car.
Why not?
And print it. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah. No, the Jericho's great. It's a tried and true platform, and yeah,
Somewhere
man,
up there.
it's up
Somewhere
there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. So don't buy from Colt Canada or CZ.
So yeah, CCFR has an Instagram post on what their entire portfolio is in case you are interested in the boycott, which we highly recommend. Colt CZ, of course, the group is called Colt CZ. Dan Wesson, which will impact if they don't come out and clear things up, or if it turns out to be true, that will definitely impact my decision, if ever that day comes, to buy a Dan Wesson 1911.
You sure you're not a 60-year-old white man, Tony? Trying to buy a Dan Wesson?
Dan, they're kind of nice. They don't have mint parts. Apparently, that's one of the big benefits, and they have one of the models. Unfortunately, it is not in stainless, which I'll prefer more, but their specialist does have an optics cut and is everything I was looking for.
Ones.
Yeah, they do.
It doesn't have an optics cut. It's not made in America. That's the first.
What about that one? You shot one with an optics
Yeah,
cut
exactly.
on it.
It's made in America. Also, all the Norinco guns try to cut me because they know I've betrayed the country. Anyway, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and the other thing that happened is on Military Arms Channel, Mac, they interviewed Runkle and Canada Multigun.
Yeah.
This thing.
So basically, Canadian brutality events organizer. And two more major things from Colt CZ: Cellar and Bellet, as we mentioned before, and the Spur for some of your optics mounting stuff.
I'm also too cheap. This is not a risk for me.
Yeah, no.
I will boycott Spur. Man, I'm gonna boycott Spur so hard. I'm never gonna buy their stuff ever again, or before. But
dude, like I liked CZ handguns. I've owned 3 CZ75s, or variations of, but no.
I own exactly 1 CZ firearm.
Oh, you never had a CZ rimfire or anything like that? They're really popular in the rimfire precision crowd.
I have my Noriko 522 for that. Why would I need that?
I had a 75B. I had a Shadow that I cracked the frame on.
Oh God, did they warranty it for you?
Early one.
It was an early one.
Yeah.
They did warranty it, and then I sold it when I got it replaced. And
I would do the same. Did it issue you a replacement serial number, or is it the same one?
Yeah, it was a replacement. It was a whole hassle. That was years ago. It was a giant, unpleasant.
I can see that being a pain. Like
that wasn't fun because it was a gun that was essentially the headache that never again. And that was the whole reason I didn't buy a Shadow 2. Was I was like, I'm gonna let them make sure that this isn't a problem anymore.
There was a problem with the early Shadow 2's frames breaking.
Yes, there was. Yeah,
there's a specific
That's
spot.
Crazy. It's not even a major gun, and they keep breaking like that.
Yeah. And then I had an SPO1 that I transferred to a buddy when the handgun ban got announced, because I was like, I have like 4 mags for this. It's yours. You want it? So,
yeah, what do you use for competition, Dustin?
I was using my 320.
Oh yes, 320.
You still can't use it.
Yeah, I that was the whole reason I did all of those tests down in the garage, was to like be confident that I felt safe using that. Otherwise, I'll just shoot it with a Glock. Glock's never
fire supremacy.
Hey, I mean, Glock's never partaken in any firearms confiscation and destruction, so
no, they only partake in horse racing, which is good.
Horse racing and other horse related products. Anyways, Reddit is updating their rules to include that you're not allowed to sell or have links to sell firearms parts and so it was firearms and ammunition explosives before. Now it's also firearms parts, accessories, enhancements, mufflers, bump stocks, suppressors, magazines, Glock switches, conversion kits, specific instructions, 3D printed stuff, any of that kind of stuff.
Reddit's no more fun.
Whatever a muffler is.
Yeah.
A gun muffler? Yeah, I don't know. Should we get too close to figuring out? You might make a suppressor by accident. So.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways. Like you need more proof that Reddit is a shithole.
Yep.
Getting on to new gun stuff. Let's share the screen so you guys can see what's going on here. The first one we've got here, the Crusader Arms Backland Hunter is on sale now.
The already retroactively prohibited firearm.
Not an AR.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Good luck expressing that to anyone.
I wonder if I'm not going to buy one, no, but I wonder if it's going to be. Well, again,
Tony,
the firearm program is not to be logic with. Like, is it going to be any different because you can't have a pistol grip anymore?
I don't know. It's only on a pre-order, and I think the dumbest thing anyone could do is buy this gun on pre-order. But I
until it has an FRT.
Because
the ACDAS, Alcor, and those kind of things, like they came, like they've been okay for a year. Not goddamn, like is that our benchmark now? They've been okay for a year.
That's
like
pretty good benchmark.
The Raven had an FRT.
Yep. I don't know. Natty Pie is not happy until all of our guns are banned. So if it's black and it's semi-auto, it is not safe as long as the liberals are in power.
This thing comes with 6 mags.
That's what they did for the other one.
Well, it's because it's the same proprietary mag design, right? Like the made for Canada mag.
The flash height of the fore end, that's all the same. The magazine's the same. The trigger group is not. The trigger group is like a shotgun style trigger group. And the stock is shotgun style, and I don't know what kind of gas system. That's a tube going in there. That's going to be an air style bolt. It's got a rear charging handle on it.
rear charging handle. Make sure your thumb clears.
No, it'll be non-reciprocating. It won't reciprocate.
Right, I'm just saying when you're pulling on it because your finger is going to be a high up on the grip.
Yeah, some guys are going to get railroad tracks from that. They're going to have their right hand on it and yank it back. Yeah, totally.
Yep.
It's $2,000. It's $2,000.
It's too much.
Just wait. Just wait until this gets an FRT. Do not buy this gun without an FRT there.
Yep.
You'll get screwed like the crypto people did.
Well, again,
it was always banned. How did you not know we had banned this before it was made?
I guess at least if you have an FRT, that's an argument you can get around. But still,
I think for the people who have the crypto and don't know, it's prohib as of now.
Yep.
And there is no buyback for it.
And no amnesty.
And no amnesty. It's just that's an illegal gun that you have right now.
Yep.
Anywho, moving on past that happy news. Oh, some more unhappy news. Henry has started using plastic internals on their H001, which is a 22 lever, and it's not going well.
That's
which parts?
so
I want to know because I do have one.
Important parts. Look at this. Look at that part right there. That's all.
They have a plastic feed ramp.
Oh yeah.
They took a fantastic, reliable gun and made it garbage. I can't believe it.
Okay, I can tell you my feed ramps are silver in color and they're
they didn't used to be like this. This is new.
I know, but for all the Canadian listeners out there, maybe some American listeners too, check out the new Savage Revel. It's a takedown, so it'll be much easier to clean the internals, and I think, especially with this, that will have much of upper hand.
Yeah. Yep.
That's too bad. I've actually never taken my H001 apart to clean it.
Take apart the one that I had either. Yeah. Moving on. We talked about this last week or the week before. There's this new Turkish 1022 that's coming into country, and the initial reports are not good.
Yeah, you're telling me the $400 gun isn't super great?
It's doing the bolt is doing unkind things to the rounds in the case, and causing that causes an out of battery because that's hard enough to strike off the rim.
Oh no!
Just saying, you could get a Savage 64 for under 200 Canadian right now. That's more reliable than this.
Barely, but yeah, sure.
Oh,
ugh,
that's sad. That's no bueno.
Jam-O-Matic out of the box. This one round happened to set off in the magazine and pop the bullet out into the chamber. So that would have been the top one. So as this thing fired off, the bottom one went off and that lit off the top one.
Wow.
Next thing you know, the Canadian Firearms program is going to define your magazine as the chamber because that's what is happening right now.
Yeah. Wow.
How much of a chamber? Yeah. Yep. So not such great news there.
Adriel,
light
mode on everything. You are a monster.
I guess, yeah.
I do too. Same. Wow.
Is there dark mode on Reddit?
Yes.
Oh, I should turn that on.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, there's dark mode on YouTube. I have
dark mode on Discord. Is there dark mode on YouTube?
Yes.
I think so. It looks kind of bad.
No, it doesn't. It's much better. You should
try that. Okay. Someone's got some news about the Vortex M.
Vortex. Yeah, they've taken the X out of the experimental Model 157 quote unquote fire control, which is the scope, and
the fancy scope.
They made a cool video about it. It has like the burst eliminator style well, it's more of a screen,
like a holdover, right?
Yeah, holdover, including like windage correction and stuff. So pretty cool. They said they're currently being occupied by the military contract for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
but it could enter the commercial market.
It will.
They will definitely sell some.
Which year though? That's the question. Like,
I would love that thing.
3-gun cheating.
The last price I heard on this was $15,000.
Well, okay,
that was the government pricing, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but I bet our pricing is probably going to be 3 to 5.
If it carries the Vortex warranty, I will buy one.
If it carries the Vortex warranty, I will buy one used.
Whatever.
That's
just
true.
Happened, just winging them at the deer, just not wearing it.
Put my $5,000 optic on my $1,500 rifle and send it.
Yeah, on your SKS.
On my SKS, the only app.
Does it compensate for the ammo's accuracy too? Apparently, you can show you a range of dispersion.
Oh,
so
that's
maybe
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So your range of dispersion has got you invisible because it's too big.
Probably not.
That's cool though. I put this one here. It was just a good deal.
Ooh.
An
American company selling a gun safe with a Canada flag on it. Where's the gun safe made?
Made in
China. Yeah.
No,
But-
these are too heavy to be made in China. They'll be making these in the States.
You never know. They might not come with doors, and the doors are fitted later or something.
It's way too big and heavy. How many? You wouldn't even be able to fit that many in a shipping container.
No.
That's true.
But
well, cars are made in China too, or overseas.
But it's a 34 gun safe, and not like
safe.
It's a big safe, and it's normally $1,500, and it's on for $850. That felt like a deal worth sharing.
Yeah, don't forget to divide that by 2 at least. Generally speaking, 34.
Yeah, it's not going to be 34.
Yeah, it's not actually. Yeah, you're going to fit 15 long guns and some handguns in there if you're still, one of those
stacked
folks
on top of each other. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. It was a good deal. It's like half off. So like,
terrific deal.
Yep.
Last thing I have, if you don't mind searching on the page you're sharing, Ramshot, I guess they have a sale on Ramshot powder right now.
Ooh,
that's
I
pretty
use Ramshot
good.
some stuff.
$65 a pound, which is pretty decent. It's not great, but pretty decent. I've seen in 2025 the powder prices keep going up. So if there's something you need, you might want to check them out. I see that they're also getting more back into reloading stuff. At one point, they took all their Lee reloading stuff off the shelves for Cabela's. And after the revamp, it looks like some of them are coming back on the shelves. So that's cool. They also do price match on their online orders. So if you have one
on my 243
nearby, so yeah, go check them out.
Is Big Game the bigger one? No, they have a bigger one. Magnum. They have
Magnum. Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, you're looking at 300 Win Mag powder.
Yeah. I already have I have a ton of it. I've got 200 rounds of 300 Win Mag. I really don't need to reload more.
Considering you don't keep your guns, yes.
Yes. Also considering that. We kind of talked about the main topic there, that confiscation stuff. So do we need to talk about more?
We don't necessarily need to. I would just say, reiterate, our main topic was really about confiscation and the company helping facilitate that and the parent company of that. And our suggestion that if you don't like the firearms confiscation scheme, perhaps let CZ and all of its subsidiaries know. In fact, you could probably pull up like all of the emails for all of their companies and just like put them all in the same form email if you want.
Yeah.
So you fire off 20 emails at once. Technology's great. Or you could like write get a bot to fire off like a bunch of emails every hour and just go real crazy with it. Go whole hog. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that technology is allowing that to be a thing. But yeah, any of our listeners, especially our American friends, I know a bunch of my American friends are super pissed about this. And like they didn't hear about it from me, which tells me that the news is at least slowly getting out. So,
one thing that I'm just noticing on one of my chats on the side here, CCFR says that the government only has enough money to buy less than 1% of the banned guns. The government knows only enough to pay 5,000 people.
Yeah. So actually, you guys haven't. The CCFR just put out their new podcast. I was listening to it at work. I forgot to mention this. Like it was a thing you guys would have listened to. Yeah. So they talked to the CS. It was the CS AAA. One of the organizations involved in like all of the like gun importing. And then Rod talked to one of the top 10 large firearms retailers. Asked him over the last call it 10 years. How many, like roughly, just like rough shot, how many of the like prohibited firearms per year had he sold, just to like get kind of a rough estimate on the amount of guns that they figure. And they figure like since, in the last 10 years, they've sold somewhere like collectively between 500,000 to 1 million firearms, and the government would know that because of import records and like, because like all of that stuff.
Yep.
Anybody that has a firearms business knows that government makes you keep all that paperwork forever. So not only is the government fully aware that there are way more, because like their argument is there is the 120,000 registered restricted firearms, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, so we are budgeting for 150, we're budgeting to buy back 150,000 firearms, right? And so they know that there's 120, Rod asked that question at the briefing.
Restricted.
They know that there's 120,000 restricted, now prohibited guns on that list. So they're only budgeting for 30,000 guns over and above that. Now, for everybody that's just doing some basic math, the government has, by their own accounts, prohibited over 2,500 different firearm models plus their variants. And they're saying that there's only 30,000 guns in the whole of the country over and above the registered restricteds that they figure exist in the country. There's
probably that many WK-180s.
Yes, but by the government's logic, they're only budgeting for like almost none, like a fraction of a percentage. They are planning on flipping all of us off. So if anybody needed another excuse to not sign up for the buyback, you're not going to get any money. It's not a buyback. It is a confiscation. Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they've already, because on top of it, that money is also being used to pay for the commercial inventory. And so they've bought back 12,000 firearms from the commercial inventory. So there's actually only enough budget for like 20,000 guns, right? Little less than 20,000 guns over and above the registered restricteds. Rod talked to a whole bunch of people. That I highly recommend the most recent CCFR podcast. Everyone should go listen to it. It was a great deep dive into some of these numbers. It has definitely sparked another email I will be sending to my MP, and everybody should do the same on that. That really is what our topic should have been. Because it's wild. And the government saying with a smile that they're being respectful to the firearms owning community and sports shooting community. Well, they're lying, but it's a day that ends in Y.
Politicians got a politician. You can't fix that. And if you read the page on the, what is it called? Assault style compensation.
It's whatever they say it is. Yeah,
it's whatever they say it is. But just the line of participation does not guarantee compensation. That's already
all you need.
Huge. Like, we talk about red flag law. This is like, I can't see anything. I can only see red.
Yep.
Well,
it's that bad.
Yeah, and like they don't have the money for it.
No, there's no money for it. You're all going to get screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's our government for you.
I don't know that has there been another consumer product that regular people could buy that the government just banned overnight and screwed all the owners of?
No, not something.
I don't know that there is.
Not to this scale.
I can't think of it in G7. In China, maybe.
Oh
yeah. Well, yeah, in some other countries, but in Canada, I don't think there is. I don't think there's a case of where the government was just like, you guys had this $1 billion, $2-3 billion worth of stuff that we said was fine before. We licensed you for it, but now you can't have it. I don't know that that's happened before.
But it's frustrating because like just even sitting down and thinking critically for a minute, right? So like the moment that the prohibitions came into place, there was at least 12,000 firearms in like on the shelves, if you will. Like that was inventory for gun stores across Canada at minimum. And it was a lot more than that because a lot of gun stores have not participated in this, right? That's the amount that they've already gotten back, 12,000 firearms. So you could probably guesstimate that number at being 2 or 3 times that. But even just operating at that number, if there was 12,000 firearms just on the shelves commercially available that got banned immediately, if you're guessing that was how many they were selling every year, and we know that that's not the number, but that's how, just going by that number, in the last decade, that's over 100,000 firearms by itself, right? So I don't know, man. Like just going off of that number by itself, the government's being completely unreasonable. And they know it. Like, they're being willfully abusive towards us.
That's because your vote doesn't matter, Dustin.
Yeah, and they're being very clear that not only does my vote not matter, well, they're not just being strategic, they're being vindictive, right? Not only like the third gun ban the last one that Trudeau did right before he left, that giant steaming pile of shit on the like hood of our car just as he's leaving the building, flipping us off. That was a screw you to all the gun owners that he knew were not going to vote for him.
Maybe
that's like, all that was.
I don't know that.
The frequency doesn't make sense. Right?
I don't know that political parties are vindictive. I know that they just don't care about us. And like what might look to you to be vindictive is just like, maybe they'll also make like a 0.5% difference in Montreal. So they'll just do it. What's the downside of this? Well, a bunch of people who aren't going to vote for us are doubly not going to vote for us. Yeah, fuck them. We might get 0.5% in Montreal. We'll do it.
I truly believe it's more vindictive than that. I like the amount of targeting, of specific vitriolic targeting of that community, of this community, like it is targeted. It is people that they know aren't going to vote for them, and punishing them for doing so.
I mean, I think like if you look into the States right now, you see that at an extreme level. Like what Trump's doing to some communities is absolutely vindictively targeting those communities.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Anywho, who cares about them? Let's get on to
no. American listeners, come back. We need you to boycott CZ for us, please.
I mean, like, Trump was the better choice for gun owners in the States.
Yep.
It's not a great choice. There's a lot of stuff he does that's crazy, that like is clearly crazy. You shouldn't have to look at that and say like, well, it's worth it. Nah, I mean, it was worth it comparatively, relatively, sure. Relatively. Yeah.
I see Derek is mentioning prohibition in the United States, kind of close. I'm not too sure, Derek, what you're trying to say.
Depends on the state, right?
It's like Washington State. Washington State's had our level of gun bans. Illinois has got something really similar. Colorado, like, God, Colorado, I think like their magazine capacity restrictions the same as ours, and they banned everything that even looks semi-auto. Like, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. What have any emails? Tony, you want to do YouTube comments?
Yep. And I would just like to talk about our YouTube stats this week as well, because as HGG and other of my Canadian Firearm YouTuber friends has mentioned, bad news bring views. Unfortunately, our episode 624, which is from last week, outdone quite a few episodes. We have like about 3,000 views.
Oh, that's
97 likes. So thank you for the listeners. If you are joining us for a second week, welcome. And we see quite a few
probably a lot of comments there.
Yeah, because the view count. So that's awesome. P12, which is actually a longtime subscriber, 4 years, says, Dustin, when that movie comes out, can you let us know where we can watch it? Because it's under NDA right now, I bet. Bob Ross, 8734. Think of all those votes from Quebec. Yeah, which is problem. Baird Annie Boy mentions main topic starts at 5310. So I guess a lot of listeners are tuning in for
the gun confiscation.
The very terrible gun confiscation. Why would you want to know about that?
They probably want details of it. They probably want like a summarized, like what's going on with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did a good job of that.
Night Rod 2237. What a waste of taxpayers' money. Exactly. That's our argument. THAIK 56 has the amnesty period being extended for all prohibs until October 2026. First, the crypto is not covered, so
yeah, not all.
I don't know what you do with your crypto. Contact your lawyer and the CFO. I don't know. And he mentioned, I can't find the info on RCMP website. J1996 says, yes, it has been extended for another year, but 56 mentioned, is it in writing anywhere? I don't think it has, but pay attention to CCFR. If it doesn't happen, I bet CCFR will give us an update on that.
It was definitely expressed that the amnesty was like somewhere, like someone from the government has at least said it out loud. Although
it's not been published in the Gazette or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this is all wishy-washy. Like they're just making stuff up as they go.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and Eddie, for the kindness of my throat, I guess, only wrote one comment, but in 2 sections, so I'm going to count that as his homework. Tony, sounds like you need a bit more preparation for hunting. Yeah, I do. If you have access to private land, I don't. That would be the way to go. If you scout out the area before hunting season, it's a little far away. You'll increase your chance of bagging game, as would a draw for muleys. Good luck on your hunting, and hopefully you'll be better prepared for next year. Yeah, for sure.
There won't be any muleys where we're hunting. It'll just be whitetail.
Right. That's I mentioned that one of my colleagues have friends who have access to farmland where muleys have been captured by phone photos at very close ranges. Let's put it that way. So we might put in for a draw next year and I don't know, go on camp. But it's funny because
if you hunt hard on that property that we're going to be hunting for hunt camp, I wouldn't say you're 100%. You're probably 50% on getting a deer.
Ooh, don't tell Tony that.
But you when you see the deer, no hesitation.
Yeah, shoot the deer.
If it's brown, it's going down.
That's fair. And the plan is, if I harvest a doe, I'm gonna keep a euro mount of it to save the experience, I guess, because who will ever have a doe euro mount? Because
I love the idea of you taking a deer head back home and showing your parents.
I think I might need to ask listener Thomas to keep the head for me until it's like completely white and stuff.
Nope. It's going home. You're gonna put it on the balcony.
I'm gonna dig a hole in the garden, bury it.
Oh my god!
Also, I would. These are. I don't know how I got into this whole hunting thing, but I don't like medical operations and stuff, but I really want to submit the deer for CWD testing for science. So I'm watching stuff on how to take the lymph nodes and the brainstem out. It's a whole thing.
You just send in the head.
Just send in the head.
I know, but I want the head for the mount.
Oh, right.
See?
It won't have CWD though. The area we're hunting, it will not.
I know. I don't care. I want to submit it because it's free. And what if it's the first case that's detected in there?
No. You got to look at the map of where they find it. They do not find it. The further southeast you go, the more likely that there will be CWD.
I'm pretty sure the zone next to us is a mandatory submission zone this year. I'm pretty certain. Yeah,
I'll take a look at that because that would be news to me.
They widely expanded it, which and from the history of how CWD is developing in the Midwest, for example, Wisconsin, I think. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to pay for it. I just have to chop the head off and do some little procedures. I'm willing to do that. Yeah, just chop the head off.
You talk about it so nonchalantly.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just try to overcome my shakiness. Second part of Eddie's comment, you seem to have the impression that ejectors make a double gun like Adriel's JTS stiff. In my experience, that's not the case. Next time when you see a Browning Satori, try it out. I did try a Satori. I hated it. The ejector is cut in such a shape that it actually cut my thumb. I'm trying to load it.
Where the ejector is.
I have to load it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess
it was a rental at AHIA, the Calgary range location for shooting clays. They lock up tight, open, and oh so smoothly, and they have ejectors. Of course, they are in the same price, not in the same price range as a JTS. Yeah, they're built in Japan by BC Maruku. Conversely, a Canuck over and under with extractors is a bit stiff too, but interesting. I haven't really played much with over under guns. The Satori is one of the only ones I touched, and I don't have too much aspiration for clay sports for now. Hopefully, I'll be able to stay in the action shooting game for a little bit longer.
You will.
Yeah, I'll pump my way to victory until they said it's rapid. Until it's.
Oh God, Tony!
There's some weird jokes that's being absorbed there. I can feel it. That's fine.
We've all pumped our way to victory at some point.
Wow, they're gonna say it's a rapid fire capable or something. I can see that.
Oh, that's yep.
All right, that's all the YouTube comments we have.
You can comment on Facebook if you want to. We cover those live as we're going along. Discord has been getting more lively. There's lots of stuff going on over there. So head on over to our Discord and comment over there if you're looking for more of like a not real time, but like semi real time chat with other gun owners.
Yeah.
Patreon. We apparently posted a training stage to our Patreon. Who did this?
That's
I
Kyle.
think Kyle did.
Kyle. He probably did it last week then.
Yeah.
I should post. I didn't record any of this stuff from the team match, but I've got some other stuff I could post up there. So maybe what I'll start doing is putting some different stages up there.
That's a good idea.
Did you upload BOA yet?
No, I should probably get it to my editor and say, hey, do some stuff.
Yeah.
But the other thing we should do, Tony, is a range footage review with Kyle. And go through that one and some of the other stages and matches that we've shot. So
maybe after he come back from Memorial.
Thanks to our supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to support us, you can find us on those platforms. And we are, again, trying to get some more stuff up on Patreon just to help those people who are supporting us. If you'd like to email the show, send an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com. Do you guys have any shout-outs?
Oh, I want to shout out Eddie, actually. He invited me out to the range, but it was on a weird day and I was busy. So next time, Eddie, next time.
Cool.
I'll give a shout out to, I believe his name is Tim at Military Arms Channel, Mac. I just call him Mac. Sorry. But for getting the interview together with Canada Multigun and Ian. Of course, check out Ian Runkle's channel. He got quite a few things recently. He is in the high gear of production. And I'll give a shout out to Dave at Foothill Farm Training for completing my 450 because I needed to use his bev block to torque on the barrel nut. So in case you're in the Calgary area and you need to have a friend who needs a PAL, or if you need to upgrade to our PAL, go find him on Google.
There you go.
For sure. And my shout out is for the guys who set up the Mighty Peace 3-gun match. It's a great match as always, guys, and can't wait till next year. Finally, join our Discord server. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, sometimes Twitch. Join the CCFR, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night.
So if you have any comments or questions for the show, please send an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com. Now go grab a gun and shoot something.
When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.